Victor's Spiritual Teachings, Chapter 2, The Big Picture. Earthly life offers great diversity for the soul, which is incarnated here on earth several hundred times. The soul experiences all that earthly life has to offer on the journey. It travels and lives in different bodies, in different countries and conditions that vary from life to life. Some lives are confrontational, while others are calm and almost static. All of this is the part of the development process of the soul. But spiritual development is the one of the main purpose in its life here on earth. Interaction with other people is also a big part of the development process, which can often be extremely challenging and shocking, but also enjoyable and rewarding. Each soul has its own tasks to solve in each life, and therefore people can be very different and have different opinions, and often disagreements can arise between them. The soul largely determines the main feature of life before it is born in a body, and therefore the rough lines of life are drawn long before the soul comes to earth. The soul has a task to solve and must deal with predetermined things in the coming life. It is not certain that the soul succeeds in her mission, but then she tries again in the next life and keeps trying until she succeeds in progressing and overcoming the challenges that come her way. These tasks can vary, such as overcoming fear in all its manifestations. For example, the soul may choose the task of overcoming jealousy, and then it may choose to take on the task of letting go of fear of losing what it has. Such a task can take many lives, but is always up to each individual when he lets go of every obstacle within him. While the soul is young and living its first lives here on earth, fear and deception are prevalent, and the individual feels limited among others. Belief in life after death or in anything else spiritual is very far from such a soul, and for it, the earthly, as well as the body and mind, is all there is. Many souls at this point in the process believe that there is only one life, so it is best to live it as well as possible and get the most out of it. Believing that death is the end of everything, they fear growing old and dying. But from life to life the soul develops and the individual's attitude changed in slow steps, and in comes more truth and love, and gradually man becomes aware that he is a part of something bigger, and that death is not the end of everything but a transformation from one form to another, that life goes on forever because man is in fact an eternal soul in a mortal body. But this realization comes at a later state and is one of the last things that the soul and the individual perceive and receive. When this happens and these perceptions and attitudes have arrived, then the soul begins to think about ending the earthly lives and to look for the way home, from where it came in the beginning. In fact, all its life the soul is searching for the meaning of life and the way home. But in the beginning and during the first lives here on earth, this is completely hidden from it, and the lives are mostly spent experiencing the earthly life and all it has to offer. Therefore many seek eternal happiness and joy through money and worldly possessions, but all earthly things are only temporary, and everything that one takes is borrowed and will be worthless for the man at the end of life. Gradually, the individual begins to perceive that spiritual development and rising consciousness are the only true purpose of life, for this is what follows the soul from life to life and is therefore eternal, like the soul. The soul comes from the energy of God and is therefore part of it. So this energy is the home of the soul. With rising consciousness, the soul's level of consciousness comes closer to God's energy until finally it can connect with it and merge in its body here on earth. This is the highest goal of the life and all of the lives of the soul here on earth. The energy of God is the truth and the love of all that is, and it is the unity of all that is, of which everything and all souls are part of. All the development and experience that each soul acquires in his or her earthly lives will eventually flow into the God energy and therefore eventually become the experiences of the whole. Therefore each soul is important to the whole, and everything it experiences is the experiments of the whole, whether it is good, evil, or bad. With a rising consciousness, the individual lives in a great love and gains more truth about life and existence. Unconditional love for oneself and for all that is the highest goal of every soul, and it is an example of the high consciousness of the individual. It takes many centuries between the time that the soul leaves the energy of God and then comes back to it. The soul is incarnated several hundred times on average here on earth and lives on the astral plane between lives. It is a long and slow process of development that every soul goes through. There are examples of souls passing quickly and living few lives to reach their maturity, while others pass slowly and live many lives. For the soul to be able to live in a body here on earth and for the individual to perceive himself as a distinct individual, this is determined by the ego within everyone, which is in fact the opposites of the soul circulation. The origin of the ego is deception, fear, and division, and with its help the soul is allowed to experience its opposite. Also everyone has a mind, but therein lies the personality which varies from life to life. The personality is where each person's thoughts lie, and therefore the spiritual side of man consists of soul, ego, and the mind. And the previous lives of the soul here on earth, the ego rules and essentially controls the life of the individual, and then he lives in a great deception and fear is dominant. He is in a competition with other individuals and can be ruthless towards others in that fight. Fear is the opposite of love, and where fear is prevalent, there is a little love. Therefore the soul is far from its home, and its form rarely appears in the individual behavior and appearance. As the number of lives increases, the soul ages, and the composition of the personality changes, and the soul becomes more prominent, and love increases, whether in the person's thoughts or behavior. Gradually the fear gives away, and the truth becomes stronger within each step. Later the soul and the ego will take turns controlling the life and behavior of the individual, and he is still fearful and walks around in delusions. But love is now never far away, and he has begun to feel compassion for others. When the soul is old and has lived many lives here on earth, then love has become all-pervasive, and the individual now knows that he is a part of something bigger and that death is only a transformation and transfer from one place to another. The person's thoughts and behavior are based on love, and thus the ego is malnourished and its effect reduce significantly. However, the ego never completely disappears, because without it, the individual cannot live. Eventually, the individual awakens to a full awareness of himself and his purpose, and the spiritual awakening and opening begins. This is one of the last things that the soul will go through before its earthly life ends. Spiritual awakening and the opening are the process that all souls go through, when the connection between the mind and the soul is perfected. In this way, the true self that has always been within the individual is revealed. The eyes are opened to the truth about oneself, as well as the existence and self-deception and other deception disappear from the person's life. The heart opens to love, and thus the individual becomes fearless and free. The person's frequency and energy increase in a slow step until it becomes into a harmony and rhythm with the God's energy that will now flow through the body as well as the heart. The person now experiences a great freedom, joy and happiness from within and is not dependent on anyone. Later, the person will spread the love through his behavior, thoughts and words, and eventually he will help others to follow the same path. Spiritual awakening and opening begin when the soul is ready and has experienced all that earthly life has to offer. That process is long and demanding, but at the same time it is exciting and interesting. It takes courage and determination to go all the way, and many obstacles appear on the way that delay and slow down the process. Many people are discouraged and postpone the process indefinitely. This process takes different lengths of time for each person, anywhere from a few years to many lifetimes. One thing is certain: all souls will eventually find their way home and eventually unite with God's energy.